Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to create a simple React app that can detect and display browser details where you are developing a responsive web app or need to tailor your content based on the user devices. Knowing how to detect browser detail is incredibly useful. Which operating system that browser is running on. So we that is also helpful in building analytics and also used in most of websites where you can see like tailored data or tailored content based on your website. So if I go to any website, let's say I go to Node.js and I come here, this will actually show me this will actually get me downloaded based on my operating system. So I think Node.js have updated that. If I go to Node here, see it detected my OS version, like, right? So it is saying it is already giving me the option pre-selected of Mac OS. Similarly, I think it is in MongoDB also. If you go and click on download, and there are a lot of other websites also which tailored the content based on the uh, user browser and operating system. So this is very useful in that, and I think you should actually know how to detect and how to use this data. So we in this application we will create a very small React application where we will detect the data, detect the browser, and we will display it on the screen. That's it. And how we can detect is the user agent string. So user agent is a characteristic string. Request header is mentioned because it is on HTTP. We are on HTTP section, that is why it is getting request header. But request header is actually valid when we call an API. We get this is sent as a request header in the request, and that is a characteristic string. I mean, characteristic is string is basically the string which has all the information about the browser and operating system, and the server gets to know about the browser, the operating system, the vendor, the version, so all everything. So that is that this will give us all the details. So if I go to console, if I open a console, so here we can get the user agent by this method. So navigator.userAgent gives us the complete string of the user agent, and this is the string which is also sent to the server as a request header. And now it is up to us how we can decode this and how we can make this string useful. So if I show you any get request or any post request, any API request, I think it should have, if I open header, if I open a header, okay, it is not showing up here, but we can get that in request header. I'll show you how we can get. But in this app, we will create it on React. I will also show you a bit of a snippet on maybe how we can get an Node.js. Maybe I can create a new video on separate video on Node.js. That will be much better. But for this video, we will stick on React, and we will get to know how we can use this and how we can get this information and display the content accordingly. So we are not doing any tailored content or displaying any separate content. We'll just display what the browser is and what the version is, and that's it. We'll display that. So to do that, we have a nice library here. This is ua-parser-js. So what it does is it takes the user agent string and it parses it to this, where we get browser, engine, OS, device, and CPU. All these are objects, and these have all the useful methods, and not methods but useful details about that browser and everything. So all those will come up. Yeah, this is the return data which we get from our get from this library. So we'll use this library, and just to let you know, like, what this does is like here, if this is the string, right? This is the string which I have showed you on console for user agent, and this turns this to an JSON object. This parses that and this library parses that string, user agent string, and converts that to a JSON object, where you can just see this, like this is the data which we will get. This library is free. I mean, it is an open source with MIT and AGPL licenses, but also has commercial editions where you can get much more data and much more detail. And also in MIT, I think for building a simple analytics, you can use this MIT version, MIT license library, and you can go ahead with that. And it has a lot of contributors, and also they have sponsors and backers in this for this library. So I think this, we will use this library to make our life better, because this string is not that helpful. If we just see, if what, like, I'll just show you again. So this string is not very helpful for us. We have to do some decoding, and also the library is already there, so we'll use that. So for doing this, we'll just create a new project, or let's go to code sandbox. This will, I think, be much better. Okay, so on this we'll create a new React sandbox, and we'll name it as ua-parser demo. Just create this. Okay, so now let's add this library. Let's add this library. Yes, this will add. Okay, so ua-parser is added, right? Now let's go ahead. Let's on the preview and go to our app. Now what we have to do is we just have to import this library. Import ua-parser, correct. And let's do one thing. I'll just use this. I mean, I'll not do any so okay, so I have this ua, and inside this I will have all those all those values, right? So all those values will be there. So let's just console this and let's see what it does. So I have my ua, and I have to go to console. Here it is. Okay, so all these functions I'm getting, but I think it should actually get all the details, right? Okay, I'll maybe just do this. No, okay, I have to call the functions for all, and I think I can get, I should actually do one thing. I have to call get result. So now I don't have to call each function. This will consolidate all the result and will give me the object. Let's see here. So this actually gave me all the useful details, like all the details, and I didn't have to use all those separate functions to get all those. So I have this here. So let's use this data. Let's use this data. Maybe browser. This will be ua.browser.name. Okay, and I'll put version inside brackets, browser, and I have version. Not US. I'm not in US. This is UA. So this is the browser, right? We got this, and let's take OS also. OS is ua.os.name. Perfect. And also I think OS also we have version of that. Yes, let's use that also. And again I'll keep it in bracket. Where's not version? So I'll just move this. So this is how we can get all the details, like what we are using and what all. Let's add some more details like the devices dot device dot name. No, I'll get model in that. Yeah, this is the model, and then I will have device dot type ua dot device dot vendor. So type is not defined. Let's just remove it and Macintosh from Apple. Maybe your system details are, yeah. So this is good. So this is how we can, get details on we can get details on browser. We can now tailor it with anything, any type of changes we want. We could use this data, and we could do that. If you want to actually get the data from the functions, you can, I think you can call it with get os. So that have a lot of functions. If I just open the documentation, I go back to the documentation, and let's come up here. Let's go to the doc, and see, here we have all the functions. So if you want only the browser detail, you can get it from get browser, device, CPU, engine, OS. This result is the consolidated data. This will get all the information. So like in our example, we have used get result function, which returned us all the data, and we have used it as an object. So this helped us in getting all the data. But if you want any specific details, like if you want only OS, so you can just use this function and get the operating system detail, and you can update your data and update your content accordingly. So and that's how you can build a browser detection app with React.js, or you can use it with any technology, any tech stack. This works with almost all, like HTML, Node, normal TypeScript, jQuery, command line. So everywhere it will be updated, and it will be used. So on Node.js, you see we can get it from here, and this will work with all these details. So don't forget to follow best practices, like obviously caching the user data and enhance performance. You can do a lot of things with that if you use it. So there are a lot of possibilities, and there are a lot of use cases of this user agent. So okay, so if you enjoyed this tutorial, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and check out more videos on my channel, and click the bell icon. Thank you. Bye.